This channel does not promote any violent, harmful, or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for an educational purpose only.
So I'll straight come to the point. The objection on maintainability of Article 32 can never be tested as an abstract proposition of law. Maintainability of any proceedings necessarily depend upon the facts of each case. In some cases, it may be maintainable. In some, it may not be maintainable. Therefore, my lord, some facts would be relevant. But please come to writ petition 16 of 2026.
Well, once again, with great respect, I'm an officer of the court, and the highest regard for your lordships. We are on maintainability. And all submissions advanced by respondents' counsels have only been on maintainability, not factual parameters.
He's arguing on maintainability.
Yes,
I am
only
arguing on maintainability,
and
but
facts.
I am
well.
not delivering.
He's started on facts.
I am not delivering a lecture on maintainability in general.
My friend is using your lordship's proceedings as a social media weapon in a political campaign. My lords knows this. My lords knows this.
We saw it.
Lord, it is.
Your lordship must be disappointed by
I am not
offense
disappointed.
conduct.
But now sit down.
Your lordship,
Now,
don't talk to me like that.
at
I'm not your auntie. Do not talk to me like that in a courtroom again.
This is not the way.
No, how can he say
She
this?
talks to every law officer like this.
How can he? How
This
can he
is
say this?
increasing. But
How
not
can he say
again,
this? Just sit down.
again, my
Does he
responding
talk
would
like
not
this too? Is he
glorify
allowed to
the
talk
behavior,
like this?
and therefore,
Who uses proceedings in your lordship's court on social media and a major political party posts it.
it is
Is
posted
this-
because you
is this
compared your
How
government.
your
But
lordship's
this is
court is abused. I did not compare this to anything.
Yes, be confined to the submissions.
But I am
Yes.
submitting, but now do not
And
nobody
please
of here.
don't abuse the proceedings in this court as a tool to be used on social
Now
media.
you can use it. I have
A
nothing
tool
to
to
do
be
with
used on
politics.
social media. You don't
But-
have anything to do with
but-
politics.
But
You don't have anything to do with
never
politics.
ever compare in a
Please.
democratic country
Yes.
with anyone, either
If
as a
you-
crown
if
or as
you
a queen.
understood what
Otherwise,
I
I
said,
object to.
I was talking to a
is this?
pre-constitutional position. The only persons behaving like the crown is you. You. You behave like an unelected crown and a monarch. And do not ask another lawyer.
Lord, a very dignified silence can be the only answer to this kind of behavior. Let us start with
Be
the.
silent then.
Let us, my lord, start with the matter that, my lord. I cannot, my lord, behave like a street fighter, my lord.
My
Can we
lord,
come to
either
page
he is
one?
dignified or he is silent.
But page
He
one
is
now, my
neither
lord,
of
please allow
those.
me.
He is neither of those. That's the problem.
Lord,
You
Lord,
please continue.
he has to prove something somewhere, my lord. I have nothing.
Only person proving
Uh,
is you, Mr.
yes.
Mehta. You don't have the legal arguments. You turn to
Please,
social
Swami,
media.
take your seat. Let it.
Grateful, my lord. I'm always happy to appear before your lordship.
Let it-
Your lordship knows this.
Why do you compare the word inside the court and outside the court?
My lords, what is
Lord,
inside your
Any
lordship's court
facts with
is supposed to have
is
scientific.
beginning of another argument.
Your lordship's
The word-
proceedings are
word-
supposed to have sanctity.
There is-
The Solicitor General cannot say sit
You see,
down
the
to
whole-
an opposing
The
counsel.
whole
I'm sorry.
difficulty is that we try to hear the arguments silently.
Well, let me start. Let me start in my the way she wants.
Because the whole
If-
difficulty
I-
is
I-
that we can't stop the media. And once we start saying anything,
Yes.
Yes.
then it is picked up. Now it is,
Nobody can
Please
control
circulate,
it.
my lord.
it is live.
Please circulate.
It is live.
Please circulate.
Either party uses this and that
Yes,
is the
please
whole-
circulates, my lord.
At times it becomes
I am
difficult
not.
for us
Please,
Yes,
anyway,
whether to
I
say
not-
anything in
Yes,
court
my
or
lord.
not.
Not
Your
anything
lordship would
further,
want to see that
anything
I
further
follow
to encourage this
I
kind
am
of
doing
behavior.
so
what
many
the lordships may.
other matters before your lordships. I know your lordships is paid by how this courtroom's proceedings are being used, but that is what they're doing.
Please proceed.
Yes, madam. I would like to cite, not first Rigved. Have you got? No, it's not there. Then I'll come to my lord Chandogya Upanishad. You have? It's again not there.
What is that? Chandogya.
Chandogya Upanishad.
Chandogya.
Yes, my lord. Then I'll come to, my lord, I'll go historically, and thereafter your lordship need not write.
No, this I'm
I'll come
giving.
to 1919, 1915 Government of India Act, but that again my friends have not brought.
This Upanishad I am coming across for the first time.
Yes, my lord. I also came across for the first time.
Yes, yes.
Then I'll come to 1915 Government of India Act. Then I'll come to 1935 Government of India Act. Then I'll come to 1947 Indian Independence Act. Then I'll come to the Constituent Assembly debates. Then survive. But they felt that that's absolutely irrelevant, so they have not brought it. And I agree with them. Therefore, now I come with the effects of this.
You are giving it in the same point.
No, I am not giving anything to anyone. My lord. I choose my lord, friends and foes.
Your answer
Please have a
Mr.
look.
Mehta, Mr. Mehta, some of your friends should be supplied a soft copy. That's all.
Yes, no, they have not brought. I am not citing. I am not
Oh, no.
citing. Don't worry.
No difficulty. No difficulty.
Lord, kindly come to page 1. Lord, this is not, my lord, a general debate on 32 and how 32 is maintainable. 32 is always based upon the fact-specific
Page 1.
situation. Page 1 of the writ petition.
Petition.
Lord, that is 16 of 2026.
16. The
I understand the pain of the respondents that they would not like your lordships to see some of the facts based upon which I would show. This is why 32 is maintainable. It's really embarrassing to face these facts, my lord. And therefore, I do understand, Lord, what is the pain. But still, it is my duty, my lord, to bring to your lordship's notice to substantiate my contention that Article 32 petition is maintained. Now, my lord, let us have page 1. Lord, kindly see, there are two petitioners. Lord, everything was argued that ED is not a statutory body, ED is not a person, ED is not a citizen, ED is not this, ED is not that. Correct, my lord? Without being told that your lordships were never told that petitioner number 2 is my lord Robin Bansal, Deputy Director, HUV, my lord, that is Head Unit, Directorate of Enforcement, having office at so and so, so and so. Correct, my lords?
yes.
Now, at this stage, my lord, please also have a look at the second petition, which Mr. Raju will be arguing, my lord,
Second petition.
and we will be confining to the facts of the case, my lord, not a general discussion, my lord, on the contours of Article 32. Whatever is relevant for the present case, I'll present it. And please, you have a list. Lord, kindly just see the names and I'll connect, my lord, how their fundamental rights are violated and what are the averments made in the petition.
The second one,
Second,
Nishant Kumar.
that is, yes, my lord, the writ petition 17 of 2026.
Yes.
Nishant Kumar, son of Devi Ram so and so, working as Assistant Director, Directorate of Enforcement. Then Vikram Ahlawat, please mark, I'm sorry, page 1. Vikram Ahlawat, son of Rampal Singh, aged so and so, currently working as Assistant Director. Then Prashant Chandalia, please, my lord, just bear, my lord, these names in mind. Something turns on that, my lord. They are before your lordships. He is Assistant Director, Directorate of Enforcement. Then, my lord, respondents are same. One is State of West Bengal. 2 is the Honorable Chief Minister. 3 is the Director General of Police, the then Director General of Police. But now he is member of Rajya Sabha. 4 is, my lord, the Police Commissioner. 5 is, my lord, DCP. And 6 is the Central Bureau of Investigation. Now, please come to para 5 of my petition, my lord. Para 5.
The first petition.
Yes, first. How, my lord, this started? Lord, ultimately my submission is going to be that there is complete and total failure of law and order situation in the state of West Bengal. This is my legal submission, whether someone may like it or not like it. Rule of law is a part of Article 14, which is a fundamental right, and I will demonstrate how that rule is violated, which makes the petition maintainable. It's not a political platform. I am not, my lord, trying to, my lord, please anyone, and therefore I'll confine to the legal submission. Para 5. During investigation, Lord, kindly note one aspect. Lord, this is the investigation which we are doing under the orders of the Honorable Supreme Court. But one of the investigation, Lord, which I'll refer to. Yes. Lord, here, this is a case where there is an illegal smuggling of coal from the central government's coal refineries, and the total amount runs into some 2,000 crores. 2,700 crores. And we, the ED and their individual officers who are also citizens of India, and they are discharging their statutory functions, they are before your lordship giving these facts to your lordships and seeking my lord's protection for protecting their fundamental rights. During investigation, it was gathered that the illegally excavated and stolen coal used to be sold to Shakambari group of companies. On analysis of documents seized from premises of so-and-so, it revealed that Maji Group used to receive cash from Shakambari Group against sale of illegal excavated coal. Shakambari Group companies are primarily into steel manufacturing. The group is led by so-and-so. Then kindly come to para 7. Further investigation regarding the utilization of POC means proceeds of crime. This ought to have been pointed out to your lordships when I am 32. Because 32 can never be decided as an isolated, abstract legal proposition. Dr. Ambedkar never conceived of this situation. Further investigation regarding the utilization of proceeds of crime was undertaken, which revealed that the proceeds of crime generated from coal sales were utilized by sending the proceeds of crime through both domestic and international Hawala. One such Hawala operator used by coal syndicate to transfer proceeds of crime has been identified from WhatsApp chats of so-and-so, accountant of so-and-so. Hawala firm name so-and-so was used for Hawala transfers by the coal syndicate as seen from WhatsApp chat dated so-and-so between Neeraj Singh and Ashok Kumar Mishra. Then 9. Material evidence have been gathered which discloses 20 crores of proceeds of crime arising from the illegal coal mining were used through interstate Hawala networks layered through a chain of facilitators, converted into cash at Goa and channeled into, please mark this, my lord, IPAC. The raid in question was on this, my lord, based upon the chain of investigations and the material gathered. And IPAC, my lord, is operational framework by being handed over to persons executing the work. Now, my lord, may kindly closely read para 10. Thus, the such proceedings were started at 10 different premises situated in Delhi and Kolkata on 8/1/26. Out of the said 10 premises, one of the premises was the residence of Mr. Pratik Jain, situated at so-and-so Malik Bazar, Park Street area, Kolkata. Please mark this name, Sri Prashant Chandalia. My lord, he is petitioner number 3 in the second petition which Mr. Raju is, Lord, assisting your lordships with. Assistant director was authorized by Sri Robin Bansal, my lord, petitioner number 2 in the present matter. Deputy director with the authorization number dated so-and-so to carry out search and seizure proceedings at the said residential premises of Mr. Pratik Jain. My lord, we have placed on record the authorization letter. They were not Tom, Dick and Harry who entered, which required, my lord, the respondent number 2, the Honorable Chief Minister, to barge in and, my lord, collect the evidence which I'll show and my lord, snatch the evidence which I'll show. Then 11. During the course search proceedings at the office premises of Messrs. IPEC Consulting Private Limited and residential premises of Mr. Pratik Jain, certain police personnel had arrived at their respective premises and asked the officers conducting the search to intimate local police station if they wanted to continue this search. During the course of search at the residential premises of Mr. So-and-so situated at so-and-so, Now, my lord, this is residence. Earlier was the office premises. Various digital devices were taken into possession which were suspected to be relevant to the PMLA investigation. During the course of search at around 11:15 a.m., Shri Priyo Brato, IPS, Deputy Commissioner of Police, South Kolkata, visited the building premises. Now, let's see the power of this man, my lord, who is guilty, at least prima facie, of having, my lord, been a part of this Hawala network of 20 crores. The Deputy Commissioner of Police comes, South Kolkata, visited the building premises and informed the authorized officer that a complaint of house trespass has been received by the police. Thereafter, for the verification of correct facts about the proceedings, the DCP was shown the identity cards of the team and search authorization letter. This is what, my lord, is not in dispute. Thereafter, Sri Manoj Kumar Verma, the Commissioner of Police, Kolkata, also entered the premises. As the police officers were being briefed about the search proceedings under Section 17 of PMLA at around 12:15 p.m. This is an admitted fact, admitted by the Honorable Chief Minister in an affidavit filed before your Lordship. I'll show. PM, so-and-so, identified, entered the premises despite making categorical request for not interfering with the ongoing search proceedings under PMLA. However, violating all law and order, Miss So-and-so, with the aid of police, forcibly took possession of all digital devices and key incriminating documents from the possession of the authorized officer, Mr. Prashant Chandalia, Assistant Director, and left the premises at about 20:15.
He is one of the petitioners.
He is one of the petitioners.
Prashant Chandra.
And he is now, West Bengal police has registered a case against him. I'll show that. Those FIRs are under challenge, and we are saying, my lord, and I'll say something further, that now direct in the entire investigation to be conducted by a neutral agency. Well, all the proceedings have been recorded in Panchanama duly drawn at the premises on 8th January 26. An incident report dated so-and-so was also drawn at the said premises by the authorized officer who was conducting the search. True copy of the Panchanama. Please see, my lord, now 30. It is further submitted that another premises out of the 10 premises searched by the Directorate on 8th January 26 was the office premises of IPAC Consultancy Private Limited, situated at so-and-so, West Bengal. Shri Vikram Ahlawat, my lord, is petitioner number 2 in Mr. petition where my learned colleague would be assisting your lordship. Assistant Director was authorized by Shri Robin Bansal, Deputy Director, petitioner number 2, my lord, of this petition, with the authorization number so-and-so dated so-and-so to carry out search and seizure proceedings at the said office premises of Messrs. IPAC under Section 17, and proceedings of the said search and seizure operation were recorded in Panchanama dated so-and-so drawn at the above mentioned office premises of Messrs. IPAC. However, the officers of Enforcement Directorate were not allowed to perform their lawful duties and were obstructed to carry out the same. Hence, an incident report dated so-and-so is drawn. Now, my lord, what is that incident report? Please come to page 79. Page 79, my lord, contemporaneous report. It starts at page 77 in presence of independent panchas. And my lord, I'll just read the relevant part at page 79. Complete absence of rule of law, and I say that because rule of law is a part of Article 14. Article 14 is a fundamental right, and I can maintain a 32 petition, my lord. Meanwhile, during the search, the Honorable Chief Minister so-and-so, Miss So-and-so, Srimati So-and-so, along with West Bengal state authorities and several senior-most police officers entered the premises around 12:40 p.m. So 15 is at residence, when 12:50, the Honorable 40, the Honorable CM comes at the resident office premises. During the search proceeding,
This you are reading 79.
17. I'll read below the third unnumbered paragraph.
Yes.
Below 12:10, the Honorable Chief Minister left the residence. 12:15, I'm sorry. And at 12:40, Lord, she, along with Lord, about 100 police officials, DG, and I'll show Lord, the DG was there, police commissioner was there, several DCPs were there. They come Lord, now to the office premises. During the, meanwhile, during the search, the Honorable Chief so-and-so, along with West Bengal state authorities and several senior-most police officers, entered the premises around 12:40 p.m. During the search proceedings, the aforementioned state authorities, police officers took away the documents collected and indexed by the ED officers. Moreover, the backup of the computer system and email Ishan Taneja and so-and-so of Ishan Taneja was also stopped midway, and the state security officers took away the said computer system of Sri Ishan Taneja. The storage device of the security cameras installed in the premises was also taken in possession by the state security police officers. The state security police officers also took away mobile phones of employees of IPAC. Please see, the person who was under investigation, who was being raided and who was a part of the criminal syndicate according to our investigation, Lord, is being protected at that level in this manner. IPAC Consultancy Private Limited present at the premises. Now, my lord, coming back to para 9, page 9, sorry, para 14. Para 14, your lordship gets to know.
Yes.
It has also come to the knowledge of the petitioner herein that several FIRs have been registered in a malicious manner, targeting officers of the Directorate of Enforcement only for carrying out their official functions under the PMLA and to criminally intimidate them. Some of these FIRs that the petitioners are presently aware of are as under. We were not having copies, my lord, of these FIRs, which we got subsequently, and we have filed, my lord, by way of additional documents the moment we get. The lordship right now need not go into. There is no, they have said officers of the PMLA. But officers of the PMLA means those who are authorized in writing and who are on the site, who are before your lordships. Now please come to my lord, para 17. Now, my lord, we approach the Honorable High Court by way of a petition. Page 11, para 17.
Yes.
Before the matter could be taken up, an entire crowd and ruckus was orchestrated inside the court through a WhatsApp group by supporters and sympathizers of ruling party in West Bengal, whose chief minister had earlier obstructed free and fair investigation by ED in the offence of money laundering and has forcibly taken possession of digital devices and incriminating documents from the search premises, compelling the ED to approach the Honorable High Court by way of present writ petition. My lord, thereafter, the true copy of the screenshot showing that the ruckus was orchestrated inside the court through a WhatsApp group is annexed herewith. My lord, WhatsApp group of the party in power. And therefore, the court passes the order which is on next page 12. This is what the Honorable Learned Single Judge says. The matter is taken up, my lord, in the quoted part, my lord Justice Anjari against me. The matter is taken up for consideration. At this juncture, a huge number of learned advocates as well as other persons enter the courtroom and create enormous disturbance and commotion. Several requests made by the court to maintain the decorum and dignity of the court so that the matter can be taken up for consideration fell on deaf ears. This is not my submission or my assertion. The Honorable Judge records it. The environment in the courtroom is not conducive to commence or continue with
How
the,
do you correlate to this maintainability?
one of their ground is that go there. One of their ground is go to the alternate. And I do not wish to, my lord, I do not like to create an unpleasant situation. On the next day, there was a hearing. The Chief Justice of India had to pass some orders. The Chief Justice of the High Court had to pass some orders where, my lord, some derogatory words were used against my learned friend and made viral. But, my lord, we are immune from that. Law officers are supposed to be immune, and any response from us signifies something, my lord, which is abhorrent. I leave it at that. Now, kindly come to, my lord, page 15. Yes, page 15, my lord.
You just read para 18.
Yes. No, my lord, I read. Yes, para 18, the order of the para 18 and, my lord, 20. 20, I have quoted
20.
that we did approach the High Court. It's not as if we have rushed here. The High Court records that it's not conducive to a fair hearing. We cannot start or continue the proceedings.
The order is at 121.
And thereafter, my lord, I'll again show, my lord, what happens when.
This we have referred while receiving notice.
Absolutely, my lord. Your lordships have virtually said that these arguments of Article 32 not maintainable is virtually, my lord, decided after hearing them. But nonetheless, my lord, they do
We have
not.
not decided. That was only a
Prima
prima
facie, I bow down.
Since we are taking cognizance of the petition,
Understood.
there has to be some prima
Yes,
facie
my lord. But
satisfaction.
my lord, the attempt is that the facts are so embarrassing that don't go into 32. Therefore, Dr. Ambedkar, Mr. Sirvai, this, that, and others. But I am only on facts. Now, please see page 15. Because during the search on 8/1/26, Lord, the facts of this case are embarrassing, and therefore they are relying upon the great Dr. Ambedkar. But if the great Dr. Ambedkar, hypothetically, I always say, please, ma'am, Mr. Please sit down. Please, I'm requesting you to sit down.
Why
Please.
should you request me to do anything?
Please.
I'm in my lord's courtroom.
But
Why
what-
should you request me to do anything? I mean, since you got in Dr. Ambedkar.
Nice. 119. Before I come to my lord, page 15. One one nine. My lord, the WhatsApp message, my lord, which I have.
We were off the track in discussion.
Yes, please.
We were discussing something else.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Obviously, my lords were discussing something.
119.
Yes.
Legal minds.
Yes. Lord, I am in position of a Lord Mahabharata scene. 119, Lord. Please have a notice. Today, 9/1/26, court number 5, item number 10. Come everyone. Lord, he is, my lord, so and so, convener High Court, my lord, of that particular political party. Gathering today at 1 p.m. at B gate. Come everyone. We'll go to procession of Honorable CM. Bus and vehicles are arranged. Read it with the order of the learned single judge that not only lawyers, others have also come, and it has become completely impossible to conduct the proceedings.
No, this is inviting for this procession of CM or in the court?
No, both. In the morning, come to the court, and 1 o'clock, buses are arranged. We will have to go to CM's rally. That's the Lord.
It is two parts, para 1, para 2.
He is, my lord, the lawyer and politician both. So he is discharging both the functions, and when we do that, difficulty arises. Now, page 50. Para H. Because during the search on 8/1/26, which was being conducted peacefully and in a lawful manner until the Chief Minister of West so-and-so, along with the DG Police, West Bengal and Kolkata Police Commissioner, and a force of about 100 policemen barged into by committing criminal house trespass at the residence of Pratik Jain, where the search was going on, and illegally committed theft and forcibly took away documents which were taken in possession by the ED officials conducting the search. The following conducts, my lord, we have said what are the offences, my lord, which are made out. Now, please come to, my lord. This is not, my lord, an isolated case that we rush before your lordships. My lord, this can be brushed aside as an isolated case. My lord, I have made out a case that in the state of West Bengal, my lord, such a beautiful state, my lord, considered to be the cultural capital of this country, my lord, what is the position, my lord, it has been brought to, and that is what I want to show. There is a pattern of complete breach of rule of law, my lord, that your lordships would find at page 19. This is not an isolated first of its kind incident. Well, the Honorable CM barges into an investigation is thwarted. Investigation by the lawful authorities are thwarted. Para, my lord, Roman 6. It is submitted that the CBI is conducting an investigation under the judicial orders passed by this honorable court. My lord, we are an extended limb of this honorable court in this particular case. In pursuance the said, I am talking about now CBI, what they faced. In pursuance to the said investigation, the team of CBI officials, my lord, Justice Anjari, page 19. Page 19, Roman 6.
Roman 6.
Just to show that this is a pattern.
Yes.
And therefore, I have made averments that please take cognizance.
This is some other investigation.
Investigation.
Not
Yeah,
this
some
investigation.
other investigation by the CBI. But modus operandi same, individuals involved same, and the pattern is same. To show that present incident is not a standalone isolated case. It is a pattern. The rule of law is the rule. Absence of rule of law is the rule. Lord, page 19, first sentence. The present incident for which prayer is made for registration of FIR and investigation by CBI is not a solitary incident of such nature wherein the respondent number 2, Lord, the Honorable Chief Minister, has misused the state machinery to criminally intimidate officers investigating serious offences against her or her party members. It is submitted that it is a matter of record of the court proceedings that the respondent number 2, the Honorable Chief Minister, has made a pattern to take law into her hands and misuse the state police whenever any crime is investigated which is not of her liking. Then, my lord, next para. It is submitted that CBI was and is conducting an investigation under the judicial orders passed by this honorable court. In pursuance to the said investigation, the team of CBI officials wanted to visit the then police commissioner. Lord, the then police commissioner in the present case was the Director General of Police. Was. Now, my lord, he is a member of Rajya Sabha from, my lord, the same party few days back. Shockingly, respondent number 2, that is the Honorable CM, came with a huge police force and sat down at the main gate of the residence of the police commissioner. The CBI officers were arrested by the local police and were taken to nearby police station and intimidated. It is again a matter of record that neither the police commissioner was permitted to be interrogated on that day, nor his premises was permitted to be searched. In yet another shocking incident, this is not a this is a pattern, not an isolated case. In yet another shocking incident, the respondent number 2, the Honorable Chief Minister, barged into the regional office of the CBI along with heavy police deployment and a large crowd which was constantly pelting stones at the office of the CBI office at Calcutta. Simultaneously, a large crowd, my lord, I'll read the affidavit of the joint director. in that case, my lord, what he faced in this case, my lord, please have a look. Simultaneously, a large crowd was sent at the residence of the joint director CBI. The crowd gathered and started thumping the door and window violently to get it open. The joint director had to frantically make telephone calls to save himself and his family. It was only after the central forces reached to his rescue that he was rescued. Lord, at this stage, Lord, please have a look at his affidavit, which was filed in different proceedings, but regarding this particular incident, my lord. Please have a look at, my lord, the affidavit, my lord. My lord, IA, my lord, there is an additional document filed long back. IA, my lord, 65087. And look at the agony he went through along with his family members.
IA 6508. Yeah. It's fine. 084.
But this is on 32, that when there is a repeated failure, a pattern of failure of law and order at the hands of those who are supposed to maintain it, protect it, and respect it. My lord, 32 is a duty, it's not just a right. My lord, that's the judgment, my lord, your lordships have seen, and I'm going to rely upon that judgment. My lord, here, this is the incident where the CBI officers were arrested by the local police. They went to interrogate the police commissioner. Now, my lord, what happens to the joint director stationed at Calcutta, joint director of CBI at Calcutta, page 97. Lord, one Partha Mukherjee, kindly, my lord, bear in mind, nothing turns on that, just to, Lord, page 97. Lord, this is an affidavit which starts at page 96. Affidavit of Pankaj Kumar Srivastav, joint director, Kolkata. In that case, my lord, I'm just showing, my lord, what is the level of, my lord, failure of rule of law. And rule of law is a part of Article 14. Para 3, my lord, at page 97. I state and submit that as soon as I was given the said information by Sri Partha Mukherjee, so he's SPCBI stationed at Lord Calcutta, that our people are arrested and the crowd is coming to you with police force. I closed the doors and the curtains of my house. Your Lord, my Lord Justice Nanjaria gets on. Of my house. I state and submit that by the time we could close the doors and curtains, the police personnel of Calcutta Police had already reached my residence. I state and submit that the police personnel at first started banging at the main door of my house, and soon the sounds of their shouts of their wireless sets could be heard from outside my house. I state and submit that I immediately telephonically informed my seniors in CBI head office in New Delhi and requested them to contact the union government and ask the officials to urgently approach the Honorable Supreme Court, as I, along with my family, was in complete state of lockdown. I state and submit that due to the siege and lockdown of my house at the instance of Calcutta Police, I was unable to move out and check the security and safety of my officers and the offices of CBI. My wife and daughter were terrified with the menacing shouts of the police personnel outside. I state and submit that police personnel kept banging on the main door of my house and kept shouting from the outside the house. I state and submit that the said siege of my house, under the aforementioned circumstances, with clear intent to harass, intimidate, threaten me, and to apprehend me, continued on for more than 2.5 hours in total. I state and submit that in light of the above-mentioned facts, the assertion that the police personnel gathered around my house for security purpose is an attempt to obfuscate. Then, Lord, para 4 is important. I state and submit that fearing the security and well-being of CBI officers and my family, I made attempts to contact the Chief Secretary of West Bengal, but could not reach him over the telephone. I state and submit that while the above-mentioned siege was going on, I received a few phone calls from journalists who informed me that they were not being allowed to come closer to my residence at Nizam Palace complex by the Kolkata police. I state and submit that I narrated the ongoing incidents to the media on the telephone, which was live telecast nationally. The joint director in siege talking to journalists on phone and the media telecasting it. Narrated the ongoing incidents to the media on the telephone. I state and submit that my conversion with the social media personnel was purportedly telecast on national television. I confirmed the said fact after the incident was over. I state that it was only around 9 p.m., that is after the telephone call had been telecast nationally and the CRPF had reached the Nizam Palace complex, that the police personnel of Kolkata police withdrew from the blatant siege of my house. My Lord, when your lordships are on this, please also see the affidavit, my lord, of the person who went for interrogation, my lord, that is Mr. Tathagat Vardhan, DYSP, which is at page 90.
Now, what happened after this, this affidavit was filed in that?
In some other proceedings, my lord,
What happened?
we wanted, my lord, the interrogation of the then police commissioner who became DG now, and now he is a member of parliament. We were permitted, my lord, to have his interrogation, but still, my lord, the whatever, my lord, what destruction had happened. Now, my lord, please see.
This petition was also under 32.
No, this was a petition filed by somebody wherein we were directed to investigate. We were respondents. We were directed to investigate. So
6 months.
we were directed, and therefore we were carrying out the directions of the court.
This was in some contempt petition.
Yes. So we filed a contempt petition. I'm just pointing this out that these are contemporaneous facts. And my lord, I'm not reading, my lord, but this police.
This incident is contemporaneous or very
No, 2 years.
2019.
Yes, 2019.
19.
My lord, the visuals are.
Stating somewhere that on
Second paragraph.
Yes.
Lord, visuals are shocking and embarrassing as citizens. When the Honorable Chief Minister thereafter sat on a dharna, the uniformed police officer sat with her on dharna. IPS officials. Lord, I have got the photograph. I'll leave it for your lordship's consideration. I don't want to, my lord, sensationalize. The photographs are on record, but they are black and white. My lord, I have procured, my lord, the colored photograph. Kindly, my lord, see at your lordship's leisure. This was the position. And my lord, it was being live telecast. I have heard it. That joint director is asking for help and nobody is going there. Ultimately, my lord, the Home Secretary had to send, my lord, the Central Police Force to rescue the family.
This was the 2019 incident.
Yes. My lord, then there is another incident. Please come to page 20. Another incident.
Yes. Page
Page 20
of the writ petition.
yes. Para Roman 8. Writ petition.
Yes.
In yet another case, another case, not this case which I narrated. Yet another case of hearing of a bail petition of a sitting minister, your lordship gets it,
Yes.
in the cabinet of the Honorable Chief Minister, who was guilty of serious offences being investigated by the CBI under the orders of this court. The sitting CM with a crowd, my lord, it should be sitting law minister. My lord, it's a mistake. I appeared, I am aware. Kindly allow me to correct. No, it's not CM. CM went to the office. Law minister came to the court. Not only court room where the hearing was going on. Law minister with a crowd of about 5,000 people entered the court premises. The sitting chief minister and the crowd remained in the courtroom, again law minister, itself creating an intimidating atmosphere for the judge to decide impartially. These facts are also brought to the notice of Calcutta High Court, but nothing has happened so far.
But the law minister was there to maintain law and order.
My lord, their stand is here, my lord, when we asked that when the chief minister barged in the present case, what was DG and police commissioner doing? Their answer on affidavit is that she is a Z category protectee. So we were there to give her protection, as if the Director General of Police is a personal PSO of the Chief Minister and he is not supposed to do any policing work and be with the Chief Minister. I'll come to that. Then, my lord, Roman 10. Such FIRs have manifold ulterior motives. The first is to intimidate the officers, to deter them from conducting any investigation in the present or in future. In the instant case, under the guise of FIR, please note this, in the instant case, now I'm coming back to the instant case, West Bengal police took away CCTV camera which has captured the unlawful activities of Honorable Chief Minister. When she entered, with whom she entered, how many police force was there? There were CCTV cameras, my lord. But they said they have registered cases against me, and as a part of that investigation, they removed the CCTV cameras and took it as, my lord, case custody. This is also an offence of destroying the evidence under the garb of investigation. Now, your lordships may kindly come to Lord para 21, page 21, para 21. Lord, kindly come to 23 instead. And when your lordships are examining whether to exercise or permit me to invoke a fundamental right under 32 itself is a fundamental right. So your lordships would also examine at whose behest, Lord, the PMLA authorities are acting. Lord, I'll come to that, Lord. Please come to page 23. This is the ground I have given for asserting, my lord, that I have a right. The officers of the ED and ED as an institution to protect its own security and security of us police officers in a representative capacity can come before your lordships. Page 23, para Roman 2. To protect the fundamental rights of victims of a large-scale economic offence of money laundering arising out of systematic illegal mining in the state of West Bengal, wherein the proceeds of crime amounting to a staggering rupees 2,742 crores generated from plundering of natural resources and public revenues, and the offence requires a free and fair investigation, which is a facet of Article 14 and 21. ED is acting as parent patriarch, is also filing this petition as a guardian and rights and interest of citizens who are unable to protect themselves, particularly in case of this nature involving large-scale economic fraud, loss to public exchequer, exploitation of natural resources, and where the victims are diffused, unorganized, and unidentified, being citizens of India, who are the ultimate owners of the natural resources of the country in view of public trust doctrine. The ED seeks enforcement of positive obligations upon the state to protect the fundamental rights of citizens from systematic economic crimes being committed with the shelter of highest functionaries of the state of West Bengal, and instead of providing assistance to the ED to unearth the crime, the sitting chief minister in the present case have actively caused obstruction of investigation by barging into the search premises, etc. Then K, the next page. Because when the political executive uses state machinery to obstruct investigation, the rule of law ceases to operate, warranting immediate interference by constitutional courts. And I will show the judgments. Rule of law is a part, parcel, and heart of Article 14. Now, my lord, kindly see, my lord, what we do as, my lord, enforcement directorate. So what is enforcement directorate? Take FEMA, my lord, for example. Lord, this is where, my lord, my existence stems from. And ultimately, my lord, what is the purpose of ED? I will show. The purpose of ED, we act on behalf of the victims of laundering. And we return the money. My lord, that's where my argument is going to be. My lord, please have a look at section 36, my lord, of FEMA.
Section
36 of Foreign Exchange Management Act. ED is constituted under this. It is not my case that ED is an independent department or it is a juristic person, etc. That's not, I am not putting it that way. They created a ghost, and in all the arguments they try to kill that ghost. That's not my case at all. The central government shall establish a directorate of enforcement with a director and such other officers or class of officers as it thinks fit, who shall be called officers of enforcement for the purpose of this act. Without prejudice, your lordships are not concerned with the rest. This is where the ED comes into the picture. Now, only for one section, please have PMLA. What is PMLA and what are we doing? Whenever we find what is known under the PMLA parlance as proceeds of crime. One, there has to be a crime. Crime in the present case is illegal excavation of coal from the government refinery. Coal is a natural resource and that is being sold, and the money generated is transferred to various persons through Hawala transaction. That's the crime. The proceeds of crime would be obviously in terms of money. That money, when we recover, what we do? Please come to section 8. And I represent these people. Section 8, subsection 8. We take the matter to the trial court. There is a first attachment. Your lordships need not go in detail into that. But once proceeds of crime are found, there is an attachment. Attachment results into, after procedure followed, confiscation. Thereafter, matter goes before the competent court. But what happens to the money which we recovered is 8. Where a property stands confiscated to the central government under subsection 5. I'm sorry, my lord, this is Anjari. Section 8, subsection. We attach the property, attach the money or property if it is converted, then it is confiscated to the central government. And thereafter, what happens to that money? 60 where a property stands confiscated to the central government under subsection 5, the special court, in such manner as may be prescribed, may also direct the central government to restore such confiscated property or part thereof of a claimant with a legitimate interest in the property who may have suffered quantifiable loss as a result of offense of money laundering.
Who are those in this case?
That the court will decide.
No,
The court will
it is
decide.
yet to be confiscated.
No.
It is yet to be confiscated.
I'm on a slightly different point.
Yes.
But for example, in a banking fraud, we have, the ED has under section 8.8 distributed to the identifiable victims 37,000 crores. 37,000 crores are given back under 8.8 as identified by the competent court to the victims of the crime. When I am prevented from exercising my duty or exercising my power, the affected party is the victim. I am also not invoking your lordship's 32
No, but who is
on
the
their behalf.
Who is the victim in this case?
That belongs to the people. That the court will have to decide.
It belongs to the Coal India Limited.
Yes. It would be
Coal India Limited itself is not a natural person.
Correct. It would be I'm not on that.
You
I
see,
want
in a given case where the victims are public at large, money has been collected from public and that is siphoned
may
from
even go to
XYZ.
yes.
So the ultimate victim is the public at large.
It
But
may-
in this case, the victim is the Coal India Limited.
But maybe the nation at
Not
large.
the subsidiary.
It will.
So nation is also not a natural person.
I'm not honored on that.
Yes.
I'm saying that ultimately your lordships are protecting the victim of crime. even if my lord, we cannot identify the victim of crime, it will go in my lord, the consolidated fund of India and will be used for the citizens of India. So this is not a case where the ED officials my lord, per se,
But
before your lordship,
But in that
forget
sense,
8.
but in that sense, every government organization, statutory body is made, is established and is working to protect the rule of law.
Rule of law.
So then everybody can maintain a Article 32 petition.
No,
Because I am there for the citizen of India. Every law is made for the benefit of
Your lordships are right.
citizen of
No, that
India.
is one view. That is one view. I'm my lord, perfectly my lord, in sync with what your lordships
Yes.
are respectfully. But I'm respectfully in view my lord, with what your lordships are saying. But here, my lord, I am the officer of the ED. We are the officers of the ED. We are harassed. We are facing criminal investigation. And now please come to my lord, page 29. Look, these are the 4 FIRs registered against us. By whom? By West Bengal Police. West Bengal Police is under the Honorable Chief Minister, under the Director General of Police, under the Police Commissioner, all of whom are, as I have already shown, are part of the offence of destruction of evidence, trespass, illegal trespass, not permitting official discharge of duties, etc. Now, though those people have filed case against me, and I'll show my lord what is my prayer. Now, my lord, also see ground, my lord, at page 32, ground JJ. This is again, my lord, very, very interesting.
32 is OO. Page 32.
32 is OO, my lord, 1.
You said JJ.
No, I'm sorry, my mistake, my lord. JJ was earlier, I already read. Now, third incident, my lord, I am giving for complete breakdown of rule of law. While reading other instances, please see. Previously, Sri so-and-so, the MLA and the Minister of Transport in the government was arrested by CBI for his alleged involvement in the scam. Immediately after his arrest, respondent number 2, Honorable Chief Minister, called a press conference and lashed out so-and-so, 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 and the officers were attacked. Then kindly come to page 34, ground 2. Again, this is Rajiv Kumar, therefore I will not repeat it. Please. And my lord, your lordships have known, my lord, even the judicial officers were crying. The one lady judicial officer was crying that what will happen to my family? 7 judicial officers' cars were arrested, my lord, attacked. And by order of this honorable court, the case was transferred to my lord, she's asking you a question. Your lordships put my lord, that recent incident, and she's asking whether it's a part of this petition. Yes, ma'am. We keep on wondering. Lord, then my lord, page 43. Ignore that. For that, the facts disclosed. Lord, I'll not repeat. But please now come to the prayer.
You maintain your rhythm, Mr. Mehta.
Yes, I am maintaining.
Yes.
Nobody can derail me without my consent.
Yes.
If I am derailed, my lord, it is always when I want to.
No, you
Page 46 is the prayer.
derail others, don't get derailed.
Yes.
Yes.
Issue a writ of mandamus directing the lordships have this scenario.
Hmm.
There is a complaint by individual police officers as well as by the enforcement directorate in a representative capacity. Your lordships may even forget respondent petitioner number 2, one for the time being. The individuals are before your lordships. And the scenario is that I have given sufficient evidence to show that we are not permitted to discharge our obligation of investigation by interference by the highest political executive and supported by the DG, the police commissioner, DCP downwards, and that is the position. Now, these petitioners who are individuals, natural persons, discharging their official duties under the statute, are now facing FIRs. In that background, please look at the prayer.
This Robin is also facing a fire.
Yes,
Also an accused.
I'll show about the FIR. They have not named. They have said those officers of ED. But Robin is the person who authorized. The petitioners, other petitioners in the petition where Mr. Raju would be assisting, they are the authorized people. They were admittedly there for the purpose of conducting this search. They were the people who interacted with the Honorable Chief Minister. They were the people, named individuals who are petitioners, who said that you cannot take away this. This is custody. This is in our custody. This is the subject of crime. And but for your lordship's protection, by now these officers would have been behind bars. CBI officers were taken to the police station. But our senior officials had to go to the police station and got them relieved. CBI officials were taken to the police station from the commissioner of police. I have made detailed averments from the house of the commissioner of police, where the Honorable CM goes, stages a dharna outside the gate, and our CBI officials are picked up by local police and taken to some Sarani police station. That's the position. And therefore, this prayer, can we have a look at the prayer now? Issue a writ of mandamus directing the Central Bureau of Investigation to register FIRs and investigate the entire incident in relation to the obstruction of ED's search conducted on 8th January 26 at both residential premises of one Mr. So-and-so as well as at the office of Messrs. in IPAC Limited, described in detail hereinabove, including the role of the present respondents being so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so. But I cannot go and file this FIR before the West Bengal police that investigate your chief minister. Page 46.
Okay, prayer.
Prayer. I'm sorry, prayer. I just read for your lordship's consideration. Issue a writ of mandamus directing the CBI to register FIRs and investigate
Yes.
the entire incident in relation to obstruction of ED's search conducted on 8th January 26 at both the residential premises of one so-and-so as well as at the office premises of IPAC, described in detail hereinabove, including the role of the present respondent number 2, so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. Now, my lord, I am putting a question to myself. Can I go and file an FIR there when I am myself facing an FIR that investigate the role of Chief Minister, the Director General of Police, the Commissioner of Police, the DCP of Police, and 100 policemen who escorted them? I cannot. They have already filed affidavits giving them the clean sheet. Some independent neutral agency under your lordship supervision will have to go into it. This is not, my lord, a fight between A versus B. This is a fight where, my lord, a central investigating agency is investigating with proper documentation, and the political executive, highest political executive, supported by the highest echelons of the police department, comes and snatch away the incriminating material on the ground that IPAC is also our political advisor, and you wanted some secret documents from IPAC regarding our political part. That's not the, if at all, if it is a convincing argument, it must have convinced them a lot before making it, but that's the only argument. I show my lord, the Honorable Chief Minister admits that I did go. The Director General of Police admits that I did go, because she is a Z protect. So wherever the Honorable Chief Minister goes, the Director General of Police also is required to go because she is a Z protect. I'll come to that. Then second, direct immediate seizure, sealing, forensic preservation and restoration of to lawful custody of the Enforcement Directorate, all digital devices, electronic records, storage media and documents illegally and forcibly taken away from the search premises. Then C, issue a writ in the nature of mandamus commanding the respondent number 1 to 5 authorities, restraining the state authorities from interfering in proceedings under PML. Transfer. This I can pray only before this court. My learned friend, my lord, will assist your lordships on this. No other court, my lord, except the constitutional court can say that give it to CBA. 156(3) earlier can never come into play. Transfer the FIR number so-and-so, 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 registered against any officer of the Enforcement Directorate with respect to searches conducted on 8/1/26 during course of investigation of the coal scam in West Bengal under ECR so-and-so to the Central Bureau of Investigation, which would be in consonance with the consistent with prayer A. Let their case also be investigated, my version be also investigated by CBI. So your lordships would not be deciding any disputed facts. There is one version. There is an admitted version of the other side. And now, what is that admitted version? Please take, my lord, the Honorable Chief Minister's affidavit. I'll read only one para. I don't wish, my lord, to sensationalize it. Just, my lord, it is necessary, my lord, for my purpose, my lord, as a legal proposition. That your lordships are not dealing with a fact which is in dispute, which will require, my lord, any adjudication. Lord, affidavit of respondent number 2. Reply affidavit of on behalf of respondent number 2. I read only one paragraph.
It is in
Yes,
second petition, first petition.
in the first page.
16, WP 16 May.
Para, page 5, para 12.
One. Page 5.
You are very seriously arguing about the extensive breach of law. It's very far-reaching overtones. We hope that you are not hinting at the breakdown of constitutional procedure. You are not, because that's a very larger concern.
That's a larger concern.
We hope that you are not driving at that.
Lord, ED can never argue. I'll answer it in that fashion. ED cannot argue that. And I am for officials and the institution.
Page 5.
Because this position has been, my lord, since many years. My lord, what is contemplated, what is in your lordship's mind, Lord, could have happened earlier. My lord.
We don't know. We are only asking that whether.
No, my lord, ED cannot answer that, and it's not in my contemplation.
No, we
Page
are,
5.
we are
And
continuing.
your lordships, my lord, there is nothing of this.
There is no suggestion. This is just, we are asking.
I'm aware.
In context of the controversy you are raising.
Whatever your lordship decides is not going to be used for a purpose other than what is projected in the petition. There is nothing of this thing. Let me be very candid and clear about it.
No,
It's not that I am
No,
seeing
that
some
is also not the.
question is also in relation to exercise of power under 32.
32.
Yes.
That's the limited point.
It is not,
Not,
I am answering rule of law because rule of law is connected to Article 14, which gives me a locus to file 30. That's the purpose for which I am using the word rule of, not breakdown of constitutional machinery. Page 5, para 12. Look, this is the Honorable CM's affidavit. Accordingly, the answering respondent visited Mr. Jain's residence at so-and-so at around 12:05 hours and was there for not more than 10 minutes. The IPEX offices in sector so-and-so to retrieve the above-mentioned data, which was both confidential and proprietary and vitally linked to the party strategy for upcoming legislative assembly election. Indeed, the petitioners have not been able to make out any case at all in their writ petitions. So, my lord, for the purpose of, she believes that some political documents are being taken. She doesn't find out what is political and what is as per investigation of a crime. She takes everything with her and goes. And this is an admission that yes, I did go. Now, Lord, kindly see the office, Lord, DG's affidavit. Director General of Police, the then Director General of Police, who is now, Lord, few days back, is a member of Rajya Sabha, Lord, he is no longer, Lord, a Director General of Police. Lord, page 10, para 14.9. This is his justification for being there. Lord, when I say that what is Director General of Police doing there? Because he will have to satisfy our lordships. Director General will have to say that wherever Chief Minister goes, announced or unannounced, his presence is necessary. Because she is a Z protector. She is a Z protector. I have no issue on that. This is I am pointing out only to show that facts are not in dispute.
Which affidavit you are referring?
The Director General of Police, the counter affidavit on behalf of respondent number 3, para 10, page 10, para 4.9.
Page 10.
Yes,
Para
14.9.
14.
Arrival of the answering respondent at the spot and subsequent events. To show, my lord, that there are no disputed facts. Facts, the versions are disputed. I say he did that. He says I was for a different way. But the fact that unusual presence of the Honorable Chief Minister, unusual presence of the Director General, and, my lord, the factum of whatever we have retrieved was taken away unauthorizedly is not in this. 14.9. On 8/1/26, the answering respondent came to know that Srimati the Honorable Chief Minister had lodged a complaint at Shakespeare Sarni Police Station in her capacity as chairperson of All India Trinamool Congress.
No, this FIR is lodged by the CM.
One of them is by the Honorable CM.
Where is that?
Two. I'll show that. Now, there is a separate. We didn't get it when we filed the petition. There is an additional volume. And well, all these arguments that you go there, register and face our FIR, why should you not face All India Trinamool Congress and was proceeding to premises at 7 so-and-so, Mr. Jain. From there, she had announced that she would be visiting the IPAC office located in the Salt Lake area. Since the Honorable Chief Minister is a Z1 protectee and faces continuing security threats from various hostile and antisocial, anti-national elements, the answering respondent in discharge of his official responsibility relating to her security and overall public order remained alert and available at his office to coordinate with the concerned field formations in view of the rapidly evolving situation. Then, my lord, subsequently, as the crowd in the vicinity of IPAC office began to swell, the answering respondent directed deployment of additional force. Then 14.11. Accordingly, at around 13 hours, the answering respondent reached the spot since Srimati so-and-so, Honorable Chief Minister, was inside IPAC office at 11th floor of the building. Subsequently, the respondent held a meeting with so-and-so of the West Bengal and took necessary instruction on the matter related to the security and public order. Very innocently, my lord, he is discharging his duty. Then, my lord, 14.13. Then, at about 16.25 hours, Srimati so-and-so, the Honorable Chief Minister, left IPAC office to attend the program at the so-and-so area within the jurisdiction of Kolkata Police in connection with the ensuing Ganga Sagar Mela. The answering respondent remained at the premises, that is, my lord, IPAC premises, after departure of so and so, as the Honorable Chief Minister was to return to the spot upon conclusion of the program, that you stay here till I come back. So there he permitted the Honorable Chief Minister to go alone. There was no security concern of the Z protectee because he was under a mandate that you now stay here in IPAC office till I return. Then what next? After waiting until approximately 18.30 hours and upon receiving official confirmation that so and so Honorable Chief Minister would not be returning to the premises, the answering respondent left the location. Till then, my lord, he very obediently remained at the location, leaving the security of the Honorable Chief Minister, which he purports to, my lord, guard 24 hours.
Commissioner of Police.
Then, my lord, similar is the Commissioner of Police, my lord. Counter affidavit on behalf of respondent number 4. At page 6, para 13.3. Lord, my version that for police force of Lord 100, Lord, is admitted. Truth always has a strange way of coming out. Para 13.3. Subsequently, Sri Sohel, additional officer in charge of Shakespeare. Page 6, Lord. Bottom.
Counter of R4.
R4 is Commissioner of Police, Kolkata.
Para page
Page 6, para 13.3.
Yes.
My Lord Justice. Subsequently, Sri So-and-so, additional officer in charge of Shakespeare Sarni Police Station and Sub-Inspector Vishwajit Vishwas proceeded to the spot with a force at 9:45 a.m. to make the necessary inquiries. The armed persons claimed that they were CRPF officials, but they did not show any identity cards. Then, my lord, para 8, page 8, first para, my lord. Thereafter, at around 11:50 a.m., officers of ED came downstairs, disclosed their identity, and informed the Deputy Commissioner South that a search was being conducted under PMLA. The Deputy Commissioner sought verification of authorization for such search, and an ED officer expressly requested him to accompany them to the premises for the limited purpose of verification. So thereafter, he also says that the Honorable Chief Minister came, etc., etc. So, my lord, the point is, now, my lord, see the FIRs. FIR does not name me, but when FIR says responsible officers means there is an authorization. Therefore, my lord, I read the first part that petitioner number so-and-so was authorized by petitioner number so-and-so to conduct the search and seizure. It is not in dispute that Mr. X, Mr. Y, and Mr. Z, who are before your lordships, were part of, my lord, the search team, and they interacted with everyone. Now, please see, my lord, there is a additional document, IA 109682 in the second petition, my lord. Yes, read petition 17 of 26. Yes.
109682.
Yes. But first, please come to, my lord, the two FIRs which are filed by the Honorable Chief Minister. Page 72, page 71. It's a typed copy, my lord. At 73, name of the complainant.
One minute. So, yeah, page
71, it starts at 71.
This is filed as party president.
Party president.
But she doesn't cease to be the chief.
That's all.
Yes, yes. It's as a party president.
In other cases, capacity, she cannot file
Yes.
in her own name.
Yes. As a party president. That is at page 73. Name of the accused, my lord, are not shown. They are not shown as officers of ED. Where is that? Then content, my lord, page 75. Brief facts of the case.
The name of accused is
Blank, my lord, page 74. It is blank. So that anybody can be accused. My lord. That's, my lord, a known phenomena in FIR registration. But see, my lord, we'll get from the content of the FIR itself. Page 75. Brief fact of the case is that the unknown accused persons claiming themselves to be officials of enforcement directorate illegally and unlawfully. Your lordship would remember, the commissioner says that they have shown their identity cards. Unlawful committed criminal trespass and house trespass by entering the residential flat of Mr. Pratik, one of the directors of Indian so-and-so, a trusted strategic associate of AITC, situated at so-and-so without lawful authority and under the false pretext of purported search and seizure operation. During the course of such illegal entry, the accused person dishonestly and without consent removed, accessed and misappropriated sensitive, confidential and proprietary data documents and materials including electronic records, digital devices and storage media containing political strategy, campaign-related information of AITC and data pertaining to the SIR process. Furthermore, the accused persons acting with deliberate intent and ulterior motive, they fraudulently and dishonestly copied, transferred and cloned the said sensitive electronic data and documents, including by engaging or taking off assistance of forensic and technical experts, thereby committing house trespass. Lord, the person from whose custody all this is going is not the complainant. He knows, my lord, what was recovered by the ED and what was incriminating with regard to that offence. Lord, there are 5 FIRs, my lord. I am not reading each. 4 FIRs, 2 by the Honorable CM, raised by the police themselves. There is no private FIR. Now, my lord, I will deal with, my lord, the legal submission stage. But maintainability of a 32 cannot be divorced from the facts emerging from each particular case. It cannot be argued as an abstract proposition of law. Or can I say after lunch?